boys and girls, it's Miss Serrata. Today we are going to be creating an Among Us character. So we'll do a step-by-step drawing, and then you can choose if you want to practice adding value, right? Your dark and medium and lights. Luckily this one already has the white for your light, so it should be pretty easy, and it's guided it out for you. Or you can kind of redesign the character any way you please. You can make it Christmas themed, you can make it more into like an animal, you can design your own hat for it, any way you want to design it. So this will help us practice step-by-step drawing, and then you can be a designer or you can practice some value. I will provide all of these pictures for you, but these are just some fun ideas of how to change up the Santa hat one. So it's totally up to you on how you want to create your character, all right, and what colors you want to use. Okay, so we are going to be drawing these together. All right, so first step that you're going to do, make sure your paper is going in the right direction, up and down. Then we are going to put our little grid lines on there. This is really going to help us guide where everything is supposed to be. So one right up and down the middle, and then up and down in the middle on the side. For those who have done my Georgia O'Keeffe project, right, drawing the flowers, this is the same exact kind of grid we used for that. All right, so hopefully you can see that. I know my lighting is always a little strange. Okay, so let's see. Maybe a little bit better. All right, we are going to start by drawing that little arch or half circle, right? I like to kind of draw a little line where it's going to start, all right, and then there's some space, a bigger space on this side, all right? Then I can kind of connect them together, right? I'm just looking at the space. It's kind of like when we put our fingers there, all right, to measure out some space. So this one should just be a little bit bigger than that side. All right, then I can go up and across. All right, I am using my pencil just in case, because sometimes even Miss Renata doesn't do it right. Okay, so there's the top of my head. All right, and I'm gonna go down. Oh, it looks like it goes pretty much all the way down to the bottom, right? It's got a curved bottom for the foot. Ooh, let's see, I might be out a little bit too far because that foot, right, it hits this middle section, right? It's not that big, so it might be a little bit farther in. I'm going to try to erase the side here because that was way too far out. Okay. There's my 1 foot. I've got a curved line here. Okay, and then I'm going to draw a straight line coming down. It's pretty close to the rectangle that I see here. All right, so just thinking about how big that is. All right, come down, do a slight curve for the foot, and then it goes up. All right, that one I think I did a little bit better. All right, next what we are going to do, all right, yeah, that's much closer than what I had at first. So you can even see sometimes Mr. Otto doesn't plan it out the right way first and kind of has to adjust. So that's just what happens when it comes to drawing, okay? Next, we're going to do the oval. All right, so you can see it kind of comes over here. It's that little corner. Curves out. It's just this little side right there and comes back in. kind of drawing a little harder so you guys can see my pencil. Okay, I like to just right away erase that little extra line so I don't get confused there. Okay, we're not going to need that at all. Okay, next we are going to draw the little backpack. I don't know, jetpack. I'm not sure what it is. You guys will have to educate me next time. All right, so I see it a little bit above this grid line. Right, see my grid line there? That's where my little backpack is going to start. And it kind of just looks like it goes out, down, and close to the top here of the leg. Curves back in. So it's like a really long C. Right, with a flat back. Okay? Next is all about adding your decorations. So if you want to do the Santa hat, you can. Remember, there are other options that you can use to kind of decorate. It doesn't have to be Christmas themed. It could be anything that you want. I just thought this would be nice and festive. And you can see they go step by step on how you can draw the little details on your character. All right. If you're drawing a hat, though, I want to really emphasize, see how it's actually on top of the character's head, right? So we want to make sure, just like our snowmans that we do in second grade, right? When you put a little hat on them. I'm going to draw this one in Sharpie so you can see a little bit more. Right? Then, before I even get confused, I'm just going to erase all that extra junk that we don't need. All right, I can even erase some of that grid because I don't need that either. All right, so I erase this head part. All right, so you really only see and if you want to outline with your black Sharpie, you can. It is up to you. This is bonus art day, so I want you to have some fun and really play to your interests, right? Get you a jetpack. I want you to be able to really see what I've drawn because I've got some extra pencil lines that my eraser is not erasing well. All right, then with the hat, right, and just going up. If it does go off the page, that's okay. Right, let it go off the page, and then it'll kind of come down. Right, there's the other part of the hat. Just have it kind of come down here. All right, and I can draw my little fluffy hat. All right. Maybe I want to decorate it by putting my name on it. Up to, here's a little light bulb or ornament. This S. Snowflake. Up to you. You could draw things in the background, whatever you want. All right, and then I'll show you. Oh, once you're done decorating, you can erase those extra grid lines, any extra pencil lines you don't need. This is what's nice about having the black Sharpie, is that you really can just erase. All right, if you want to do the value, all right, you can see there's one little line here. That's where the dark is going to be. You've got one kind of swoop down here. And then you've got this one here, right? These are kind of guidelines as to where you're going to put your value. All right, so let's say you can use crayons, markers, colored pencils, totally up to you. You can change the colors up. All right, so let's say I'm just going to use blue because I don't have gray right now. All right, so remember your darkest value. Just kind of go where you see it, right? Even if you change the color. I chose blue, so I'm going to do really dark, medium, and then I'm going to keep that circle white. So I'm pushing really, really hard in that little area. All right, this will be the same if you do it with crayons, right? You can think about doing this with some oil pastels. This kind of light color, you might have to mix a little bit with your white so it becomes lighter. All right, so you can see that dark, medium, and light. All right, even if I wanted to do watercolor, right, I'm going to do a completely different color so we can kind of be inspired by each other, right? Let's go green. All right, so remember, if I want to do watercolor, I do more water for light. Whoops. Get some water to spread it out a little bit. Maybe I can put some water down first. Add the green. All right. Then once you fill in your lighter green, I can really get some deep green just by adding more paint and a lot less water. Right, or I can mix it with some blue so it's darker. Up to you. All right, Miss Rada is going fast just so I can demonstrate this for you. But I want you guys to go nice and slow so you can really get in those edges. All right, then let the watercolor spread everything out for you. Right, even if I do just a little bit of blue, it's going to create an even darker color. So however you want to go about this, if you want to add your value or your color, or I'm sorry, your value or your design, totally up to you. All right, I'm going to end the video right now, and I will see you later. Good luck.